We have been traveling around Southeast Asia for nearly 4 months now and got to have some pretty insane experiences and also got to make many unforgettable memories, but now it's time to go home. In this video, I'm gonna be filming my thoughts and journey going back home, as well as take you through a glimpse of my day. Unfortunately, RJ and I have to part ways this time around, but luckily we were able to find flights that leave just around the same time. So we're going to the airport together and I already had my digital boarding pass ready, but RJ had to check in for his flight at the airport. We got to go past security check together and then we went to find his gate since his flight leaves 2 hours before mine, so we made the most of the little time we had left together. As you can tell by my face, we have officially parted ways. And normally I don't film stuff like this just because, but it is not easy. His boss already left, so I'm sure he's on the plane already. So I'm probably gonna go ahead and look for my gate as well and keep you updated. The saddest but funniest thing about this is that I get to watch as he flies away, which is so dramatic, I know, but it's like I just have to. But anyways, I haven't found water yet. I did find my gate, but the waters here are just so overpriced and they have the fancy schmancy brand, which is, yeah, it's just insane. I don't have my own water bottle, so I need to go and look for some decent priced water, which is a bit difficult. And I don't know if you can hear, but there's so many announcements going on here in all languages. So there's Russian, there's Italian, even French. But anyways, I'm gonna continue looking for some water and try to stay as positive as possible. After about an hour or so in, I found some water. It was actually free, which is pretty good. But anyways, so far I'm feeling a little bit better. I've been listening to some music, I've been doing the brain games, playing some Duolingo to increase the Spanish. So I'm feeling much more better compared to how I was a while ago. And I'm just watching as the planes are passing by. You can probably tell I'm by the toilets just because it's so much more quiet here compared to theirs, just too much noise. So I'm here, I had to use the washroom, and now I'm gonna drink some water, some free water if you will. After nearly 2 hours, it was time for me to get ready and board my flight going back home to Finland. This plane was fairly empty, and although I liked my seat, I noticed a completely free row, so I decided to move there instead, and I got to lay down and relax, and it was nice to just process everything on my own. This plane even showed what time is the meal services and as well as what they will be serving for the whole flight, which is a pretty awesome feature if you ask me. You can even order beverages from your seat in case you missed that service. Food was so good, I genuinely enjoyed all the meals on this flight. I of course had to get their signature blueberry juice as a beverage throughout the whole flight. For the final meal, they gave us some vegetarian noodles, which was so delicious, and then we were getting ready to descend. I have landed around over an hour ago and I was on a call with my mom, and now I'm gonna go and get some food and some snacks for the ride, because after that I'm gonna head to the train station and then I'm gonna make my way to the center and catch my bus, which is gonna be quite a long one. It's gonna take me up to the north, and oh my god, I just feel like it's been such a travel day, and it feels pretty weird to be back here. I don't know, it just feels strange, and it feels really weird also not being with the hubby. It's just really weird. But anyways, we're doing good, feeling good so far still. Let's go get some food, shall we? As I was going down the stairs, okay, by the way, first of all, got the goodies for the trip. But anyways, I'm going out to the railway station, right? And as I was going down the escalators, I don't know if you can hear, but they were playing some pretty nice opera music, but it was kind of funny considering I was the only person that was in the escalators, and then there was like a few more people that came in. I think it was like 3 more of them that was going upwards and I was going downwards, and I thought it was kind of funny how that music just started playing. So yeah, I kind of cackled a little bit because I thought it was funny. But anyways, we're at the railway station, gonna get my ticket and then head to the center. Now I'm heading to the bus station, and a thing that I noticed, I don't know if it's because of it's just the winter season, but it feels like not only is the airport, but it's also like the trains, like it's way less busier. Like there's barely anyone in the trains, even in the airport too. I wonder why that is. But anyways, the bus station is about a 5-7 minute walk. So I'm just gonna walk there because I don't like walking at night, so I'm just gonna make sure I'm aware of all the surroundings. I mean, it's pretty safe, but you never know these days. Like the streets just seem so much more quieter, and I lived in different parts of Helsinki. I've traveled all around it, so I don't know, it could just be a seasonal thing because there's no one, which is really nice because it seems really peaceful. But let me tell you, it is cold. This bus ride lasted for 8 hours and it wasn't the most comfiest, but I was able to pull through. And I have officially made it back to my home, and I still feel pretty bittersweet about it. But the one thing I will say is that I did really miss the fresh air here, because it really takes a toll on you when you've been traveling for nearly 5 months in Southeast Asia, and now I can just breathe in fresh air, walk outside and walk in a normal walking road, which is always really nice. But I'm back, I'm working, and I'm actually going to be signing up for a gym probably next week, so I'd love to take you with me, just because I have pretty much started my fitness journey a few months ago, but I don't really share it as much on here, so I think it would be a really good idea if I do that, because yeah, maybe we can motivate each other or something like that. For the past few days I have just been editing away, and I have been working on my business and just on like some other personal things. RJ and I have been FaceTiming as usual every single day. I'm gonna be editing some thumbnails and yeah, just taking it easy for the rest of the night, just because I know tomorrow is gonna be an early morning call, so yeah. After a busy week of getting back to work, I managed to get a gym pass and have been going consistently every morning since I am more of a morning person. Going to the gym for me in the morning has always felt so nice, especially afterwards, because it really sets the tone for the day, and it's also a mental thing for me where I just feel at peace and I get to let out my frustrations or anything that is in my mind. And another thing I recently started doing is I switched up the type of music I listen to. I always used to listen to music that gets you moving, which is great, but for me, since I go first thing in the morning, I realized that it actually messes with my mind somehow, even if it's positive music. So now I listen to nature sounds, and it has been such a game changer for me mentally and physically, because I feel like I can actually do my workouts properly and slowly without the rush of the beat, because sometimes I feel like I connect to the beat, which is not helpful and not good. After I get back home, I start immediately to work on the house, which my dream is to turn into a cafe and to have it ready for summer. It's something I always wanted, so I'm really doing my best by sorting out the garden and the face of the house. What I'm doing is basically scraping the old paint off, and that was pretty easy since it was very flaky and very satisfying to remove. We have been doing this consistently, and it was finally time to start painting the house, and let me tell you, this house hasn't been painted in years, and just the one layer of paint did wonders, and it's by a Norwegian brand, so it's very good. If you are in Finland and planning to paint your house, always opt for the Norwegian paint, or if not, then at least the Swedish paint because it's so much cheaper and the quality is just amazing compared to the Finnish paint, which is expensive and not the best for older houses. I then decided to switch it up and start removing the excess dead grass, which is a lot, so I'm doing it all in sections. Today we were finally able to start painting the front of the house, which so far is looking pretty nice, pretty epic. Just because we want to take advantage of the weather, because it has been pretty sunny these past few days and today is like slightly more warmer, and this paint that we got, it dries extremely fast and it was only like 16 euros and we already got to cover like a pretty big part of the house. Let me just give you a quick little look. As you can see, since the snow is also like melting away and going away, I'm also taking advantage of trying to sort out the dead grass, because I don't know if you can notice, but here is so much dead roots, dead grass, and just a lot of dead dry stuff, so I'm doing my best to get rid of much as possible. No one has cleaned this place for like years, so it's been so many years. That's why there's so much like trees and roots all over the place, and this is a pretty big land too, so yeah, that's what I've currently been doing. And the next few days we're gonna continue painting the house. We're just gonna get some more color so that we can paint it a bit more, but so far it's looking pretty nice. Like compared to before, it's just such a big difference and I'm loving every moment of this. My mom and I have been out here doing this as often as possible whenever the weather's good. Even when the weather is not good, we try to do something. And yeah, I'm just so excited to see the outcome, what this is gonna look like during the summertime, because by then the face of the house should be pretty much done. And yeah, this has been so far what I've been doing for the past few days. Been renovating the house, going to the gym, pretty basic, but I try to romanticize it because I actually am and I'm having a good time at it. For the rest of the day, I just continued with the yard work. I know this vlog was kind of all over the place, but it lets you have a small glimpse of my life and you get to know me better. I'm gonna be uploading more house-related content, so let me know if it's something you're interested in too. Thank you for watching and I appreciate you all. See you soon.